All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great session with the presidential candidate of the fictional Common Sense People's Party. Now, during the 2023 presidential election campaigns, His Excellency Peter Obi made it clear to Nigerians that the method deployed by the federal government to fight terrorism and insecurity in Nigeria was not all-inclusive. He said insecurity must also be viewed as an economic problem. He went further to say that when you reduce the level of poverty in Nigeria, you would have reduced the number of people that will be willing to take up arms to commit crime to earn a living. And by extension, you would have reduced insecurity, terrorism, and all other forms of agitations across the country. But the APC people came up and said, no, the man is just making noise. In fact, Tinubu made it look as if fighting terrorism and insecurity was as simple as ABC. When he was asked what he would do if he was at the helm of affairs, we all remember how he responded. He said,
"Recruit 50 million youths into the army and take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, àgbàdo, corn in the morning, yam in the afternoon. It's growing here. You create demand and consumption."
You heard him. Create demand and consumption, whatever that means. And the people there were clapping. I don't know what they were clapping for. Now, that was Tinubu talking about fighting terrorism as if it was as simple as ABC. Talking as if he had everything planned out. But now, after just 3 months in office, Tinubu is now running to the United Nations, asking them to come and help him fight terrorism. Before I show you how he said it and how Nigerians responded bitterly, let me quickly tell you what the humanitarian minister, Betta Edu, has come out to say. This is the same lady that was on Arise TV, running her mouth, speaking grammar, as if she had new ways of doing things, as if she had new ways to alleviate the poverty of Nigerians. But she has now reverted to the old clueless APC way, when she came out to say that federal government will distribute cash to 15 million poor families. These people are just clueless. They don't know what to do to alleviate the sufferings of Nigerians other than to invent means to embezzle cash. They know nothing other than cash distribution, and Nigerians became angry. They say, is this not the same fraud that they did during Buhari time? Look at some of the tweet reactions. This tweet says, when are we going to understand that distributing cash to people is not a way to lift them out of poverty? What is wrong with these thieves? And this tweet by Bigwig Austin says, when we go tire for this sharing of palliative, just fix electricity and roads and keep these monies as SME loans. Haba! They are clueless. They don't know what to do. And this tweet by Isaac Olatunde says, why are we still talking about distributing cash at this time? Cash distribution would only increase the impoverishment of Nigerians. Can we just come up with a more strategic approach to mitigating the effect of the inflation? They can't, oh. They can't, because they are just plain clueless. And this tweet says, they've started this scam again. Which one be poor families? Nigerians are poor, and all Nigerians deserve monetary support from the government. Yes! And Jaye Ifeoluwa tweeted saying, they only need empowerment and financial education. Those who collected trader money stipend are now poorer. Distribution of money is another avenue to those in charge to loot 80% of it. And that is just it. APC will never come up with viable economic programs to lift the people out of poverty other than to share money. And at the end of the day, 90% of that money will be embezzled. What a shame. Now, let me show you what Tinubu said to the United Nations and how Nigerians reacted. I read, Tinubu asked for more United Nations support to ward off terrorists. President Bola Tinubu has solicited the support of the United Nations in Nigeria's fight against terrorism in the light of its rippling effect on global peace, displacement of people, and rising poverty. He made the appeal at an audience with the Under-Secretary General of the United Nations Office on Counter-Terrorism, Vladimir Voronkov, at the State House on Thursday. We appreciate all that you have been doing.
I was threatening people for Christ's sake. Why wouldn't I threaten lawbreakers? Who are they? Why should I appeal to a lawbreaker? Why should I appeal to an armed robber? Why should I beg him? The law must be applied. Sanctions must be applied according to law. So it has nothing to do. He say I'm an elite. So is it the poor people that are causing the problems? Is it the poor people that are developing where they are not supposed to develop? Tell me. Who are those distorting the master plan of the FCT? Is it the poor? Do they have the money to come and develop?
No.
The so-called elites, the so-called rich people, who think that nothing will happen. Who told you nothing will happen? Something will happen. Something will happen. We can't continue in this way. We cannot continue. So you have a role to play. You have a role to play. So I sincerely believe that things will work out well. If we tell you what we have seen in FCT, we do respect to you. We do respect. FCT is dead. I can tell you authoritatively. I don't give a damn what anybody will say. Yes, it's true. And we are coming up to tell the public. See what is on ground. See what we have seen. We're not going to hide it. We're not going to hide it. I was telling the permanent secretary this morning. How can there be a garnishing order against them? 800 million US dollars? How do you survive from it? How? Who are those responsible for this? Who are those responsible for this? That a territory that no project, everything have abandoned, there's a guarantee of 800 million US dollars. Do you know what they're talking about? How do you survive it? Minister, you were there?
Yes,
When I was close.
Yes, sir.
Go and see what happened. Just, the place is just gone. Just will talk to me later. It's terrible. How do we survive it? And then you now say, we have come, we should do miracle. Which miracle? Where will I get the money to go and pay 200 million US dollars? Because if you don't tell the public what is on ground, the public will not appreciate it. So the Nigerians will know. See what is going on. See what, how can, if you see the rot. These are things you should highlight and tell the world. Let them know. Let them know it's in a mess. But we can't run away. We are here to solve problems, to take challenges. That is what we have. President did not bring us here to begin to say, oh, yeah, my brother, yeah, but no. President brought us and said, look, things are bad. Come and help to see how we can change. We can't finish everything. If like keep us here 20 years, we can't solve all the problems. But we'll try as much as we can, the little we can do, and let people know that with Mr. President's support, we're able to, do things that people can now say, okay, this is what is going on in the FCT. Beautiful place. We're designed to be one of the best cities in the world for the benefit of all of us. All of us. But few people believe that they can have their way all the time. And all of us are food in our hands. They come, they sell information to you, put this in your paper, put it in social media. You are not, you are working for them to kill the city the more. You are working for them. Which poor man is saying in Matama? Can you show me the poor man?